I'll fight all day and night until we get it right. Which side are you on, my people? Which side are you on?
We on the playing side.
Which side are you on, my people? Which side are you on?
The violence is not new. It's just the cameras phones on, you know. So I think basically it's like with the technology that we have now, and everybody has a camera in the palm of their hands. It's shining a light on a lot of these events that, you know, black folks been saying been going on for years, you know. People think that kind of stuff just goes away after we pass a law. And when you think about it, you know what I'm saying, what better way would there be to disenfranchise black folks, to essentially put them back in slavery, you know, because of the 14th Amendment, and to basically just the problem of the civil rights than by using the police force. And historically, the police force, I mean, they were original slave catchers. So, you know, it's like, I'm glad, you know, it troubles me, but you know what? I got a lot of hope, you know what I'm saying? Especially when I look around this crowd we have here today. Because you can see it's a multicultural crowd, people of all shades of color. And I think people are waking up. You see a lot of millennials out here too. People who didn't grow up with those old bigoted ideals and ideologies. And I think, you know, it's just gonna take time, man, for that old guard to fall dead off and you know, the new breed, you know, to come and let people know, you know, this is not what we're about as a country and as a people, you know, and we recognize all people as humans and their rights, you know. And eventually, when all the truth comes out, when Mobile stop playing and release, you know, all the information, and I think we're going to see that brother was unjustly murdered just for having a gun on him. And the thing is, waking a lot of black folks up, you know, it's like the Second Amendment don't really apply to us. I mean, we see it every day, you know what I'm saying? You see all these cases where, you know, you have white men waving guns around and all kinds of things, and the officers training them to de-escalate.
That's what the NRA wants, everybody to have a gun, right?
Yeah. And, well, everybody's still black folks, it seems. Because you think, you know, with the thing that happened with Phil Castile, Florida Castile, we have a licensed carry concealed gun owner who was murdered by police, but you didn't hear one peep from the NRA.
Alton Sterling was wrongfully shot and killed in Baton Rouge, the day after we were all supposed to be celebrating our independence. They say he was armed, but he was rightfully armed. For those of you who do not know it, Louisiana is an open carry state. We've seen the videos. We want justice. Yes. We want these officers to be held accountable for their actions. Pro-black rights, pro-justice does not equal anti-cops. We simply want police reform in this country. These officers all need to be held to a higher standard. That's all we want. If you wrongfully murder someone, you deserve to face repercussions, not administrative leave or suspension. Orlando Castile, wrongfully shot and killed in Falcon Heights, Minnesota, was pulled over for a broken taillight, they say. Well, there was no broken taillight. He was pulled over due to racial profiling. He had a gun along with the permit. And when we went to reach for the permit, they shot him 3 times. How is that okay?
It's not.
It's not okay. Thank you. These videos are played on CNN and social media on repeat, like a snuff film. I'm tired of it. Trayvon Martin, Eric Gardner, Michael Brown, Betty Gray, Sandra Bland, Tamar Rice, Ayanna Jones, Alton Sterling, Orlando Castile, Michael Moore.
That's right.
How many more hashtags before they care? How many more deaths before they care?
But my biggest concern is I have this 11-year-old little boy, and he's 11. He weighs 285 pounds. You see him now, and he's all cute and chunky, but you see him in 5-10 years, an officer is going to view him as a threat. I don't want my well-spoken, nerdy little boy to have to shrink and cower himself in his manhood because an officer may be afraid of the way he looks.
We live in a police state, and the ranks are filled with racist cowards. While we planning protests and marches, well, they making snuff films every hour. The dialogue in the script is generally always the same. He went for my gun, I was afraid for my life. Come on now. It's always the blame. Come on. Right. Point their guns at you. Right. While you bleed to death. While they watch your family and friends cry. Too scared you probably meant the acting. Even while you die. Black man starring in the role of his life. Crazy thug niggas shot in the head. And you think they give us more Oscars and Emmys if we so good at playing dead. That's why they kick us before they cuff us. They gotta check, make sure you're not still alive. Harold's all messed up to make sure we don't survive. Take their time calling the paramedics so you dead and gone when they arrive. I'm just trying to save some black lives by teaching some type of conflict resolution. Come on now. If they keep murderers in these streets, and surrounding us with that yellow tape, we're gonna start getting into some guerrilla stuff. Like we on planet of the apes.
Yeah, back in 2011, I did Occupy Mobile. You know, protesting against corporate greed and all these things. I still can't believe some of the treatment I saw at the hands of police coming rushing us out of public parks. But Tyler can tell you about a night where the police came down on the Occupy group, and sadly, I'm still ashamed of myself for being too scared to be there. But Tyler can tell you about the brutality that was wreaked upon him. He can tell you about a friend of ours that got dragged down the marble stairs at Memorial Park over in Midtown right by the cannon. Ended up with contusions on his ribs.
No justice, no peace. No racist police. No justice, no racist police. No justice, no peace. No racist police. No justice, no peace. No racist police. No justice, no peace.
We're gonna talk about some facts here. You see, I was 2 blocks away from Michael Moore, and I heard those shots. And what I heard was five shots, a pause, and 2 shots. A total of 7 shots, correct? Yeah. So when I get around there, being the person that I am, I start looking for evidence why this happened. And what I see on the ground is those little yellow markers. What are those markers for? They are the marked bullets. If you go back and look, you're going to see 7 markers. Now, tell me this. They said that Michael Moore reached for a gun. Now, there are witnesses that said, I need everybody to just take their phone out for a minute. What hand are you? If you're right-handed. They said Michael Moore got out the car. This is what witness said. And he was pulling his pants up with his cell phone in his hand. How can you have a cell phone and reach for a gun with the hand that you normally use by habit? Is that even possible? Now they say they found the gun at the hospital. Well, if they found the gun at the hospital, see, I was there and I seen them turn this man over to take the handcuffs off him before they put him on the gurney. He was soaked in blood.
If that gun does not have blood on it, then that's a problem. When you say?
Yes.
Secondly, if that gun does have blood on it, it better be the blood, the DNA of Michael Moore.
That's right.
Or that's going to be a problem. Now, let me tell you some other things. We got to find a better way to protest. So I created my own march. And people, you know what I did when I was in Atlanta? I marched from Wells Fargo over to Citizen Trust, which is a black-owned bank. Because the problem is, when it comes to economics, we can fuss and we can cry and we can beg them to give us justice. They're not listening. For over 400 years, they have not listened. But if you begin to move your money into your own banks, your own community, then you become something. But if you do move your money into those banks, make sure that those banks are going to do something for you.
That's right.
So, great officers, that's a lot of good officers out there, but is that officer still good if he see a bad officer and does nothing about it? So, the bottom line is from this point on, I need everybody to take their phones out one more time, and I want you to hashtag no justice, no profit. Can y'all say that with me? No justice, no profit. We're going to change the way we protest from this point on.
Alabama should put up a sign saying, entering Alabama, set your watch back 200 years.
But you've been in Atlanta, and what's going on over there?
Well, in Atlanta, we come out, we protest, and we support. We support in numbers, and it's not just a color thing. We support in numbers, every situation that affects our community.
So you're shutting down shopping malls and stuff you were talking about?
Well, there are groups. One group, hashtag is bigger than you. A bunch of college students, I think it was birthed on the campus of the AUC Center, which is the largest collection of black universities in the country, including Clark Atlanta, Morehouse, and Spelman. And those students got together and unified and started a method that is now dominant in how we protest. Because we have to change the way we protest. We can't just continue to do the same thing and expect different results.
So what did they do?
Well, they were the group that shut down the interstate. And the largest mall in the country, they shut down by doing their sit-in and their die-ins and things of that matter. If you want to bring notice to anything, then you have to do something extreme.
But one of the things I'm proud of, Brother Larry and the family of Michael Moore is out here.
That's right.
They back there, Miss Ashley, Miss Ty, the daughters, and Brother Larry and all back there. And I think that they're very happy with what they see. Because I was trying to figure out how could I bring a whole bunch of people in here to help shut down that highway. I don't know why Channel 5 thought that them going through my family history were going to stop me. I don't know what the hell that had to do with Michael Moore getting killed.
That's right.
But what I do know is that I'm going to deliver and execute on what I told.
Come on now.
And I look today and I see all these mixed group of people.
That's
Black,
right.
white,
Beautiful.
purple, and polka dot. And it just gives me hope that there is some justice that's going to happen in Mobile, Alabama.
That's right.
But the main thing that you can get in Alabama right now is justice for Michael Moore.
Yeah.
When you got T.I. and when you got everybody else talking about Michael Moore because they see it on the hashtag, I need all y'all to go on Justice for Michael Moore Mobile. Justice for Michael Moore Mobile on your Facebook and show them and put all your pictures and everything of what you did today. I guarantee you, before this money's out, we will have this flooded, and I guarantee you I'm going to double it. And don't worry about going to jail. I hope y'all hear me over there, because we're going to get you out. We got bond money, we got lawyers, and we got everything.